Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Hates the Name Plays Monster Train. So, in our last regular episode, we had a solid victory as the Awoken primary with the allied Melting Remnant. We beat that was Covenant rank 7, so now we're on to Covenant rank 8. You can see add a copy of the allied clan starter card to your starting deck. So we're going to get another kind of crummier card from our allied clan. And checking the run history, it seems like it's been the longest since we've done a Hellhorned primary. And looking through, I saw that we haven't actually gotten a win as Hellhorned Umbra or as Hellhorned Melting Remnant. But since we just had Melting Remnant as our allied, I figure we'll go Umbra allied on this one. So we'll just kick that off here. I could see some potential synergy between the two Hellhorned and Umbra. Big units and then feeding them morsels seems like a fine option. So we start with, let's see, we're going to have a sap ending. We start with 2 imps and a sacrifice imp card, so I guess we got some imp potential in this deck already. And then we get packed morsels. Let's see what we get here. At the start of turn, add a common or uncommon morsel unit to hand. I mean, it's free gorge material, but I'm kind of looking at this like this might be our best option here. So we didn't get the usual one that I like to go for, which is the slay option, but because we're using morsels, maybe we want our champion out front. So let's go this build. It'll be a bit different than what I usually do. Entering with spikes is gonna hurt, but we're gonna turn it on anyways. This isn't a daily challenge, so the pyre taking some damage is fine. Obviously not preferred, but it's fine. Let's build up at the top here, just because we're gonna have some rage units that'll dwindle by the time they make it up. Plus, this will give us more time to, well, hopefully we'll get some morsels that are worth buffing our unit with. Maybe we put down a train steward just for some added damage at the top. That seems okay. Um, to the front enemy unit. Okay, so the only way we're killing this is like that. Let's see what kind of good morsels we get. A couple of damage plus life steal, so yeah, we'll give that to our guy up there. I do kind of wish I hadn't put that train steward down now, so that I could put an imp down and maybe another morsel unit. But we'll consider that a lesson learned. I should have put down morsel units and then the imp, and then he would have given them a bunch of energy. I mean, not energy, a bunch of attack damage. I want to eat this one if possible. Oh, he's gonna attack and die to spikes, so not an option. So now these units are just kind of there to die, but we can do this. He'll just die. If we do put him back here, he'll take... That seems like more than usual. We can torch a couple. We can't afford to put down another morsel. This is fine. We're getting a slay trigger, plus we're getting revenge triggers. Either gains 3 attack, or lifesteal I think is our better option. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Let's make a stronger unit in front. We've got enough energy to do this. Try and take out those early units as quickly as possible. This will be good. So now we've got a little bit of damage being done to him at least. Sure, let's get the extra energy for next round. And here, yeah, this is what we want. Maybe I should have put him at the back actually, but we were going to sacrifice him anyways. Even better. So if we can keep giving our champions solid morsel units like that, I think it could turn out pretty good. If we're getting sapped, doesn't mean we can't use rage. But ascending a unit might be our best option here. Morsel Miner is probably worth picking up. The card that makes Morsel Miners, that's probably worth it. I'm going to go this route because I want the unit. Interesting choices. We could put this behind our champion, or we could put the rail beater out in front on a different floor and then feed him morsels as well. So I guess the question is, do we want to set up one mega floor with our champion in front right now, or do we want to set up one or two separate floors? And I think we'll go with mega floor for now. Giving this guy multi-strike seems real good. Might as well give him another 10 damage then. I'm not sure there's anything we want to put health on. Like, I don't know if we want these guys to have extra health. And I don't know if it's worth re-rolling because we don't have anything else we really want to upgrade that way. I'll remove a train steward right away. I feel like we're going to want to remove a bunch of cards from this deck, considering they start you with one extra torch and one extra, whatever the morsel maker thing is called. Make them able to hit a little harder, that's fine. So now, I hate the spikes on that unit. Hopefully we draw a torch by next round. And I think we do want the morsel miner, but we can also cast this. And let's see, give him a damage shield, that seems real good. And then not much of a choice there, so put it down. I could put this down up here, or even down here. Well, he would just die down here. Let's put it up here, and then we'll see if we'll have the potential to put a unit up there, and they'll start gaining from it. Oh, and it kills that for us, which is kind of nice. Alright, let's off that. We don't want to deal with those spikes. You're going to get 2 kills. I feel like we don't want to touch that. We don't want to mess with that order of operations. So in order to kind of work with it, we do this, I think. Because yeah, you're going to do 20 damage to this, and then you're going to kill him, and then you're going to kill him. And you're taking a little bit of damage, but you're hopefully getting enough off of that to make it worthwhile. Let's set up something like this. Not enough ember. Ah, darn. I was planning to put him out front to absorb a hit and make these guys actually hit worth worth something. Thank you, Morsel Unit, for getting us that cash. Alright, let's take out the spike unit. And then I guess we'll take out you as well. Let's just make our units exceptionally hard-hitting. Unfortunately, we have no... I mean, we do have an imp there, but that doesn't do much for us. You have sweep. Ah, that sucks. Goodbye, you. Yeah, in one hit. Unfortunate. Okay, let's see what we can make happen here. Lifesteal. Definitely want to put that on our champ. Might as well get an extra bit of energy. I don't think he survives there, so it doesn't do much putting him down. Yeah. Okay. We don't mind this. Do I want to put a train steward down first? And I think the answer is yes. Because we get one attack with the train steward, I think it's worth it. Nice. Yeah, I think we want the welder helper here. We could maybe make use of this. We do have a couple of floors that we're not really using. It's an interesting idea. I've never actually tried it, so I'm going to give it a shot now. And speaking of interesting ideas, what's the plan here? Huh. How many of those cards do we have that... We have 2 of those, and we have this. We could make use of him then. I'm gonna try that instead. Morsel Maker I've valued pretty highly in the past. Maybe overvalued a little bit, though I think it is still pretty good. Just trying to think now. We'll probably set this guy up on the top floor. I do want to upgrade him. And we'll probably set up our middle floor as we were, with these 2 and now this unit in there, and then we'll just throw in morsels as much as we can, the good ones, and or occasionally put in imps to help things out. We'll probably need to send units to that floor as well, just to make it possible to fit everything in. But that does kind of leave room on the top floor for something behind this, although it takes up 4 of the 5 slots, but maybe we'll add another capacity soon. Or we also have room on the bottom floor for something. So I think there's a good argument for going this way. This is pretty good. But since we're kind of a middle floor focused deck, we don't really yeah, let's take him, I think. Although he's quite strong, but I think I like the ability to push units out of order. Yeah. They're both pretty strong, both pretty good. I think this is fine. This event kind of sucks. Sure. The reason that event sucks is, I've said it before, it just purges the card after 1 use, so it's like, great, it's fine as a one-time deal, but generally it's just kind of crap. It's basically a meaningless event. Got the energy imp. Okay, set this, excuse me, up. Start buffing our big guy. Then I think something like that makes sense, but we don't really want to play him into this unless we do that. No, that's still not enough blocking. We'll do that. There. Now we got enough block to be happy with. We're getting fat on morsels up there. And this is kind of the perfect setup we were looking for. Sure. Now it's out of our deck forever. I could put one of these down and give them all rage, which would be pretty strong. Don't get me wrong. But it wouldn't leave a lot of room for morsels. We would only be able to put, well, I guess we'll only be able to put one morsel down anyways since he'll copy it. So yeah, this makes sense. And then I guess we'll put this guy down here. Give them both some added damage as well. Getting the double slay trigger on our horned warrior is super nice. So I did want to set this up on top. I guess we can still. What was that? Oh, it's the morsels making noise. Okay, we're gonna sack this guy so that we can put this guy down here and give armor to our champ. And if we're gonna give our champion one of these abilities, I think we give him, well, the miner's pretty good. 5/5. That'll give him 10/10. And we might as well start feeding our rail beater. You're gonna take 10 damage. It's too bad. We want to get to a unit upgrade next chance, probably. So we could raise up our rail beater. It's not a terrible option, but also not amazing. I think we'll do something like this or this. Nah, we'll put him in the back in case we decide to throw him. I wouldn't mind a little more block out front. Yeah, this will block all 3 attacks, including the bomb, so that's nice. And now, let's get a morsel miner on this floor for our guy to eat. Num num. And our floors are full. We could raise up an imp or something and fit him in, but I don't really think there's a point to it. Putting him up there isn't bad since he'll, he would add 14 damage to the floor. But I kind of like having him down here and having a little bit of another floor setup working. Not to mention, it's nice because he rearranges stuff on this floor for this floor to finish off. So we'll just double torch the bomb. You have incant? Yes, you do. I'd like to get rid of this guy. So we'll cast this here and see what we get. That's worth putting on here. So we get some damage shield on our champion. Let's add some more rage to this floor. I put those in front because we kind of want that space back. Let's see. This is good enough to put down here. And then we might as well do something like that. And see what we get here. It's not amazing, but we'll take it just for a little extra energy next round. And then, does this make us kill you any faster? No, so we'll hit you. Alright, let's speed this up a little bit. Let's see what we get out of this. Sure. Add some damage. He's already dead, so we don't have to fret at all. Boom. Being able to give multi-strike, I think that's going to be worth quite a bit. I don't really think we need another of any of these units. Although, if we put him on the bottom floor behind this guy and then we ascend him, okay, there's an argument there. I think there's a reason we wanted energy. I forget what it was. Did we want capacity? Kind of wanted capacity to put something behind this on the top floor, even though we're not really worried about the top floor right now. Okay, we'll take capacity. We maybe want energy next time so that we have that option. They're not giving us a lot of unit upgrades, which is unfortunate. That's kind of what we were hoping for here. Well, now I wish I hadn't taken this guy so I could duplicate this guy instead. Doh. Let's go this way, grab some money. And Shadow Eater, huh? Gorge, restore 5 health and deal 5 damage. It's interesting. So this is a touch unfortunate. I was actually hoping to get a Morsel Maker or a Morsel Master. Restore. I'm not crazy about this guy. This guy can be pretty strong, I know, but I'm not sure if he works for us here either, like where we would fit him. Since we kind of already have a game plan for most of our floors. So we'll skip that one. Now there's an argument to be made for for duplicating that unit. But I think what I'll do is actually duplicate this guy and we'll get one on each floor for the time being. Okay, so now we have an option of getting the Reaper build if we want, but I think we're probably smart to go this way just to keep our champion able to tank a little bit more. Spell Shield. I don't think we're too bothered by Spell Shield. I mean, it'll suck for the Imp Sacrifice and Torches, which the only thing we really do with Torches is hit the back units. Though they do have haste, and that is pretty annoying. But we're full health. Let's do it. We're gonna need to, like, really focus those back units somehow. Yeah, because you have haste. That's problematic. So, like, this is an alright setup. The fact that you're dying means I don't actually mind if these units make it to the top. They're going to do 1 damage to the pyre at most. I think I do still set up here in that case. Maybe I'll give these guys a little bit of rage buff as well. How are you dying? Oh, because you're gonna... Yeah, you knock him back and then he hits him and kills him. So let's give him a little rage boost. Do a little more damage to this unit. Oh, right, and that actually killed the haste unit, so nice. That's a win. We'll set up you. We really want to get this. I guess we could just do that. We need. We can make this work. It doesn't matter where they go, really. Let's give him the extra damage on this one, and we'll give this guy the extra health. So, yeah, this is what we were thinking. We can set this up, and now every morsel we put down is gonna feed him too, which is good. Yeah, I mean, we do wish we would get better morsels there, but that's okay. I think let's do that. We could have done this to kill these two units. Maybe that would have been smarter, but they're already dead. No point in messing around. We got no ember. As long as these guys keep getting their slay triggers, that floor just keeps getting stronger. We'll set this up here. I don't mind if he dies, so it's fine. Because we do get some more energy up there, we might as well strengthen our unit. I think, is this worth doing? Yeah, so we won't be able to fit an imp on this floor anymore. We could do this. Maybe I should have put him in front, just so he'd die off eventually. We don't have the option, so we'll just do this right there. I forget. I think... Oh, we actually got some haste happening there. So these guys are going to survive at that rate. I could send one of these guys up to deal with it. It's not obviously ideal, but it does save our pyre from some damage, so I guess we'll take that as a win. And then let's make as many buffs for our champion as possible. And that's literally all we can do because we can't fit anything else on any floor. Okay, we got our ability to throw an imp. So we'll throw this guy since he's a 1/1. And then we'll do this. Take away that haste, which is solid. And you're taking quite a bit of damage, so I'm not sweating it. That's a lot of these cards. Sadly, we can't afford all of them. So we did end up taking some pyre damage as a result, but oh well. I think we have enough imps that we don't really need to worry about imp in a box. I like this. It gives armor and rage, of course, but the rage will get removed, but still. We could. There is a strong argument for adding another multi-strike, so sure. Here we go. We want to hit this this Merchant of Steel finally. The first time each turn an enemy unit dies, add 2 morsel units to hand. We don't exactly need this. Could take this just to give our sure. Like we're gaining enough morsel units from our deck that I don't think we need the other one. This is a tough one to use, honestly. Can make you bigger. Or we can make you bigger. Let's do that. There's more room for him to be bigger. And I think we want to give you health. And we want to give you some more damage. And let's reroll and multi-strike, huh? Multi-strike on him could be interesting because then you'd push 2 units back, but that might be kind of bad for us. So we'll give you multi-strike. And we'll give you some more health. And I kind of want to give this unit like 10 damage so that it actually can deal some damage. But then again, it's probably better off with more health. We'll give this guy this upgrade just so that he deals a little more damage and is a little healthier back there. In terms of removal, yeah, let's get these guys out of our deck. And I think it's actually worth doing it one more time. See what we get from here. Big whammies. Big whammies. Wait, no, big money, no whammies. No whammies. Okay, this is fine. What's coming up? We should probably look ahead more often. We're probably going to go this route, and I don't mind that because we can stand to upgrade some of our torches and stuff that we're not going to remove. Here, I'm not sure which way we'll go. Like, I don't know what we'd want to duplicate. Could always duplicate the those blight cards that become good cards that we just got. Not the calcified ember, but the excavated ember. So you got sweep and lifesteal, and then you have stealth. I think we can afford to turn this on, even though these guys have harvest, and that's kind of annoying. But I think we can manage. It's like I often say slash think, you want to leverage your pyre health into good effects. Excuse me, just cast. And we'll put you down, and sure, you go down here. I kind of want to do this, but we also kind of want to save the space for another branded warrior, which I realized I called a horned warrior last time. What a fool. So this is good. Good and fine. We did get our rail beater. That's nice, because he'll knock this guy to the back. Now, it doesn't matter which one we put down here, but we want to put one of them. I'm going to do this first, and let's see what we get. Okay, so... Oh, you don't do enough damage. Dang it. It's not ideal, but I want the money. Like, I wanted to put him here, obviously, but I do really want that money. Gotta get paid, you know? So he is threatening to be killed. Let's prevent that by putting him out front. That'll absorb 2 attacks, which is enough. It is enough. And then we put these units back here. Oh, we don't have room. Those have lifesteal on them, right? Yeah, good. We'll give you a damage shield, which is nice, and we'll give you a little bit of a boost. So the lifesteal is pretty big. We just need to keep him from taking 1 hit here. This should work. No, we need to keep him from taking uh, any of these hits, which is gonna be hard. This helps. This will absorb one hit. Ah, drat. Okay, that. Now we only have to absorb 2 hits. Well, technically only one, because he's got 10 armor. Um, so yeah, putting this guy down here, it's gonna grant this guy some armor, which sucks, but we will deal with it. Let's put him down here to give ourselves some added, do you have incant? You gotta tell me if you have incant. Added benefits there, and then we'll put this down here to keep our champion going. See, now our champion should be back into a healthy place. Healthy, happy. Yeah, he's full health again. He's already gaining health on this turn. I kind of think we might want to ascend our guy there. So I'm just trying to figure out what my best course of action is. That seems like a solid choice. This also is good. It'll give us enough energy to play around with. Let's give our champ multi-strike. Then let's do this, and that's not ideal. We'll do that. I could put him down here, and they would all get rage, and that'd be pretty cool. But like I was thinking, we do this, and if I put him down there, we wouldn't have room to put down a morsel next turn, so we don't want to do that. So let's do this. Just put it down here and make this whole thing a little bit better. I think we're good. I think we're doing pretty good now. Excuse me. Okay. So let's fit this guy on this floor. This guy being the morsel miner. Ah, shoot. Can't put that on him. That's probably fine, honestly. You're gonna die? How about now? You are not gonna die. So that's good. But the fact that you were threatening to die is not good. We need to get something, and we did get something. Okay. So I think, man, only two energy, hey? We're gonna hurl an imp at him. He has sweep, so there's no point in keeping these guys alive. I think we do better this way. And like that's just 50 damage, which is nice. Kept this guy as healthy as possible. This is gonna be a bit rough, admittedly. You're healing 36. Wow. Okay, yeah, that's more than a little bit rough. That's just catastrophic. We have a couple of options here. Potential ways out. You're not even dying. That's astounding to me, but that's because you're killing 2 units in the first attack. Oh boy. Let's start here. These are not ideal. Also, don't really help much anyways. We need all 3 mana if we want to do this and this. And I think that's worth it. These guys don't do anything, so... This floor literally is getting nothing done. It's pretty bad, but now you are dead, so... can say that things worked out pretty well in the end. We have 0 Ember, so no worries. We got our champion into a spot where he could survive and dish some damage. And that was the clutch effect there. I don't think we really want any of these. Hmm. We already get excavated embers soon, so we don't really need this. Not that it's ever bad to have more excavated embers. They just give you energy and card draw. Um, sure. Since we are getting excavated embers, having an X cost card that could potentially make something really strong seems like a decent idea. And I think I was saying that we want to go this route. So yeah, we'll start with the money. Then I think we do some upgrading first. Let's see what double stack options we have. It is a lot of Ember Drain, but it's also multi-strike too. That's pretty nice though. I think I can justify that over the Ember Drain a little bit more. I'll do that, just to make it a little more usable. I think this is worth doing. Do a reroll. I'm not sure if there's something we really want to hold over. Like, at most, we'd want to hold over Hidden Passage, maybe? Or maybe the Morsel Miner creation thing? That consumes, that's why you can't hold it over. Do we want one good one? And I think the answer is yes. Let's make these a little cheaper. And while we're here, that's our last train steward, so that's alright. Let's see what we get out of this. Okay. I wonder if we could have turned... Wait, do we still have calcified embers? We do. Okay, yeah, let's add 3 more, and then we're gonna get even more of those excavated embers once they transform, which should happen after this fight, so that's actually quite nice. Scourge one, huh? I really hate that. I hate having to use my ember to clear my deck of this crap. Well, this is at least gonna help. Okay, so you out front, you in the back. We don't want this unit to survive, so we'll put you down here to die. Clear that, and I really want to kill this guy because he's going to be putting shit in our deck, but I guess since we can kill this unit, we'll do that. At least we know he'll die up here. This is really good. Just waste that whole area. And I want to get this out of my deck. So let's put him down. And we'll buff our champ a whole bunch. And... sure. You're gonna get a little stronger, Mr. Imp. Let's keep the imp out front to absorb a hit. I think we do want to get rid of this. This literally could just draw out a unit, but we don't have the energy to, or ember to cast a unit, so I guess there's no point. So that's good. This row is now fully set up. We just need to keep buffing our champ, preferably. We'll set that up, and then we'll put this guy out front to take a little damage. We could get him up there. Do we have March in this deck? Because I feel like we could really use March. We don't. Yeah, we haven't seen it, so we don't have it. He's not surviving. I mean, he's surviving this attack, but he's not going to survive for long. He probably won't survive this floor unless we get something quite lucky. We don't want to do that because we want to keep a space for a morsel, which really makes this a lot less useful. I kind of want to ascend him, but I'm not sure if we would actually kill him. Yeah, it doesn't look like it since no damage is being dealt back here. Unfortunate. Okay, well, I think we just end. We need to save our champion if possible. That's kind of my goal for this turn, and I do have a way. Sadly, it leaves no room for morsels, but this guy should die off before too long. We didn't have enough ember to deal with that. Because of our calcified embers, this fight's a little bit harder than it might usually be, but I think it's okay. I'm good with doing that. Let's see what we get out of here. These are great. Too bad we have nothing that can take use or take advantage of it. Our champion is dying. Let's give him 8 armor. There. I'll keep one of them in our deck, that way if it comes back around in time, we can feed him. That's nice, getting the double kill on that slay trigger. This is going to help us afford things in the future, like this, which I think we will do right now. So we didn't get to take full advantage of our cards there, but I mean that's what the Scourge effect is all about. You're taking quite a bit of damage already. We will put this down here. Give our guy a couple of lifesteal triggers. Sure. Looks funny when the pile of rocks that is the furnace up there attacks. It's a bit of a silly image, it just moving over. Alright, you are dead. So we don't actually have to worry about it. But I was going to say, if I wanted him to survive, that's kind of what it would look like. Now we can send her. Just kidding. Okay, so we're good on capacity, but we might also... Alright, this is... Ooh. Now we're looking at some tough decisions. We do gain imps all the time, so this is actually going to be worth a lot. As much as that multi-strike is worth quite a bit too. I think I do want the energy, even though we're gonna have, yeah, we're gonna have a ton of that. So maybe we don't. Let's take the draw. It's a bit weird, but we're now gonna have so much energy gain from our excavated embers here. Let me just make sure that it did apply to. Oh, it's gonna make me kick me out of here first. Make sure it did apply to the ones that we picked up from the other event, and it sure did. So that's very nice. This does give us enough money to get something out of here. But only one thing probably. I could definitely stand to remove some of these basic cards that just aren't that great. So that's what we'll try for. Go this way and cut one of these. We don't need that many of them. We have these cards which are just better, and this card that's better, and the morsel maker. So we really don't need that many of them. In fact, I'll cut two of those instead of a torch, because I still kind of hope we can just get those torches to a better upgrade level. We have that artifact again, which I guess we do consume 6 cards plus another 2, plus, that makes 8, another 2 is 10, 11, 12. Okay, we've got lots of consume cards, so maybe this is a good time to grab that. And we keep going with this. He's got to have the health. Like, we're already having some troubles keeping him alive. We want to make sure we really do our best to keep him alive as long as possible. I think we can afford to turn it on. We've been risking it every time and been coming out ahead. So I think it's fine. Although I didn't check what that unit at the back's gonna do. I really hope it's not haste. Might be multi-strike actually, now that I see him. Yeah, he enchants them with multi-strike. So we've got our middle floor like fully complete here. We need the lifesteal. Yeah, I think we're gonna need the lifesteal like pronto. If we put them down here, they just get obliterated. So we'll put them up here. I guess I could have let them go through the deck, but I figure we'll get a unit up there pretty soon, and then we'll be fine with having them get a buff. Set up our floor down here. Now we can dish 30 damage, so maybe we'll kill this guy off with that. And then let's do a little damage to this front unit. You are surviving currently, so that's good. Good news. Let's do that to hurt the unit at the back. If this killed him, I would do it to him, but because it doesn't, I guess I'll just get the money. Get the money. Yeah, let's waste the guy in front there. And then I think we do want to put multi-strike on our champ here. And that went pretty well. We got both our bottom and our middle floor set up fully, and we managed to kill off the majority of the units that were facing us. Let's do that. Let's do this to get ourselves a worthwhile morsel to put on this floor. See what we get out of here. We'll take the energy. Nothing wrong with it. Granted, I could have... well, this guy's got quite a bit of health, actually. We could raise this guy up, but then we can't fit morsels. So I'm not really sure what to do with the last bit of energy, so we'll just, I don't know, shoot this guy. Make him slightly easier to kill. He's taking quite a bit of damage. Okay, let's do this, which gives us lots of energy, so we can either apply 24 Rage and Armor, which I think is just a very solid option, or we could have brought out a unit, but screw it. I should have cast that down here, maybe. Oh, we can't fit it. I was gonna say he could really use the lifesteal, but we can't fit that down there. He still has lifesteal? No, he does not. Why is he gaining health? Just from armor, I guess? We'll give him lifesteal as well. And we'll give you a couple buffs. So it's going to be hard for these two guys behind to get any slay triggers now, but that's not a bad problem to have. We'll do this to get some more energy. I'm tempted to just throw that up there. Honestly, like, we might as well get ridiculous with that. And then let's see what we get out of here. A really strong one of these guys. Should have put him in the back. Well, this guy still does more damage, actually. We have no energy, but that's fine. And now it's going to be over already. Plus 150 damage. Ah, only had one energy. Alright, well this is moving along quite nicely. Could use this. I don't know. Is it worth grabbing? You're removing buffs, yeah. Sure, I'll take it. Just, it's not a bad card to have. Apply damage shield 1 to friendly units and add 3 uncommon or rare morsel units to your hand. The fact that it's units plural is interesting. It's also a chance to get another gold border on this, but it is very expensive. I think we can afford to try it though. Now, we have the usual choice. Let me just take a look. Okay, yeah, I thought we did have them all fully upgraded, so we're gonna go to the right because we want to hit up the magic shop. Let's grab our pyre health first. We could upgrade, or I mean duplicate something, but I'm not sure what we're gonna duplicate yet. Basically, we really wanted to make these, preferably we'd get that on all of them. Obviously, that's not going to be an option here. I would like to do this, but before we go crazy spending our money here, we should really check what's in here. Friendly units entering with 5 armor is not bad for sure. Dealing 2 damage whenever a morsel is eaten, also not too bad. I don't know how much buff the enemy units at the end come in with, honestly. I will take this armor, I think. Just because it really... I feel like it helps the longevity of our units decently. And we want to make that cost less. We have the holdover option, but I don't really think we want to hold much over. Maybe Impalate? It already does 45 damage for one. We could potentially have it dealing like a whole bunch of damage every turn. So I'll do that. And then I would like to make this cheaper, but since we're holding this over, let's make it extremely cheap. We're going to want to get rid of at least one of these. We could make a 12 damage torch, so sure. Permafrost is kind of a whiff. I mean, maybe we do it on that, or maybe we do it on this since it's expensive. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not too sure what we want to hit with this. We'll double stack. We have this double stacked, I mean, so let's permafrost it so that when we do draw it, it's like a done deal. We didn't save enough to remove a card, unfortunately. That was kind of my bad. Now, what we would like to duplicate here. Honestly, I think we might just want to duplicate one of these. They're really good. Full stop. That's basically all there is to it. Is they're really a good card. They'll give us extra energy for the turn and extra draw, and they trigger 30 damage, so it's a good card. And if we can use those to get our floors set up as soon as possible, that's even better. Alright, I do gotta be careful of these guys. They have Harvest. Okay. So this is an easy first placement of these creatures. That's good. Let's do that. We'll do that. Now if I sacrifice this unit, I do draw one, so there's a chance that I put something else out in front, but I don't think it's worth the risk. I think we're better off letting this guy tank this hit. We got some reasonable amount of damage dealt there, so that's nice. Seeing that this was, like, this is over here, that might have been the next card, so it would have paid off to do it, but, you know, it was a risk either way. I think this is a solid time for that, because you're not harvesting, so good stuff. Oh yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think there's a reason not to cast it on this floor, but there was actually a reason to cast it on this floor. We want to give our guy lifesteal ASAP, I believe. And we want to keep this in the deck. I don't mind if this gets put out, though. Now, we could dish 22 damage, or we can pull a unit out and make it cost one less. It would have to be a one-cost unit. I'm not sure if we have anything that costs more than one, unit-wise. Yeah, we have 4 units, and they all cost 1. 3 of them are imps, so they wouldn't exactly do a lot for us if it was an imp. I guess it makes it cost that much from then on. So that's fine, I guess. We'll just keep it in the deck until a later turn. Excuse me. How much damage we dealing with this? 90? 90 is enough to be pretty happy with, so let's toss that out. Now, we want to kill this guy. That'll do it. Damage shield 1 and adds an uncommon. Sure, let's do it here. And let's give more damage shield to our man out front. We got room here? We do, so let's make you a little stronger. And we got room up here, so let's make you a little stronger. Granted, he's taking 43 damage, which is a bit rough. So our rage is kind of getting cut down pretty hard, which sucks, but oh well. Let's do that. Do this. Unfortunately, we can't really consume on this floor in order to hit this floor. But I think we do just want to do this. And like, that's going to be all of our mana. But for a while, probably. But since we're making that front unit, our champion there, so strong, I think it's kind of going to work out. Let's do that. We'll kill off the back unit and put up a blocker. We could ascend this guy right now so that he gets just obliterated by this floor. It would take some damage away from the boss, but it would also save damage here and cause some slay triggers. So that seems fine. Okay, let's straight up impalate right there. Then let's kill that guy. Let's do that. And we'll waste those units in the back. Might as well. I think we want to go ahead and give our guy some more damage shield, as well as a whole bunch of armor and rage. And then there's no room down here, so let's just put these up here for the furnace. And I think we've already got the win. Like, I think it's pretty much no question at this point that this is over. Let's hit that guy for a whole bunch of damage. Set these guys up with a little more rage and a little bit of a defense. And that's all we can afford to do there, but I think we're doing absolutely fine. You gonna only 81. I'm surprised at how low of a damage that is. Let's just waste that guy right now. And unfortunately, we don't have even one ember to cast that with. So, moving on. They did waste all of our damage shield there, unfortunately. Okay, final wave. We don't have enough. Well, we don't have enough ember for any of this, and we don't have an imp out. That's unfortunate. You are still healing off of this. I'm not really sure why you're healing. I'm not mad about it, don't get me wrong. Just not sure. I guess it's not really healing, he's just getting the armor triggers. Let's destroy that guy out front. The rest of this is no good. We did kind of take away our ability to do anything, but you're already dead. Yeah, so it didn't. It doesn't matter. Let's kill this guy out front with way too much damage. Then I think we set this up to act as a single attack block, but also to give our other units even more damage. And yeah, it's a lot of damage getting dealt to the boss there. Solid work. That was a pretty fun combo. The making the champion actually able to tank out front and then feeding him morsels just was really quite nice. The Hellhorned and Umbra clan work pretty well together, I think. Use the Hellhorned units and the Umbra buffs to make it even better. And that's Covenant rank 8 defeated, so now we're on to Covenant rank 9. Pyre takes 20 damage at the start of the run. Okay, it's not too terrible. It's not over it's something we can overcome. Alright, so thanks for checking us out, and we'll see you guys in the next one.